show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Merry Christmas!
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
There you are. Welcome to Realist TV. Merry Christmas, everyone. And I really hope you had a fantastic Christmas with your loved ones. And I hope you didn't eat too much, because you know what? Christmas is all about giving and also eating the yummy stuff and just kick back and enjoy. But listen, today is Boxing Day, meaning we have a cracking fight in the back room. We have for you today a very special mix-up where we have the SheDevils versus the Male Devils. Are you ready to rumble? But of course, we're also going to review the Premier League, because we are back, baby. We are back playing Nottingham Forest, and how excited are you? We're going to review the match lineup, the score predictions, and all that jazz around Manchester United, the feel-good factor. But you know what? As a bonus, as the fight, we're going to do a quiz called Know Your United. Are you ready to rumble?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
But how long's this fucking intro?
Merry Christmas, everyone! Ho-ho! Welcome to MUFC Realist TV. Welcome, guys. How are you doing? How you doing? As Christmas, it is time to reveal the all goodies that you ate. We are on a diet, aren't we now, people? Listen, it's Christmas. You spend time with the loved ones. And as a matter of fact, I'm spending time with the loved ones here with the mixed panel from different channels. How you guys doing? Let me start from, where should I start? I start from my, where are we? Right be, Miss Nick, which is the vice captain of she's the captain of SheDevils. How you doing, Nick?
I'm all right. I'm not the captain of SheDevils. I'm just.
No. You're captain here now. Yeah.
I'm captain
in this
here
team.
Now, yeah. In
You're
this
okay.
team, yeah.
Nick, tell me about yourself. Yeah. Tell me about your traits. You know,
God.
what's your strengths? What's your weaknesses? What can the audience expect from you?
Well, I'm very honest. I swear a lot. If anybody's watched the channel, you'll know that I swear an awful lot. And I am honest. I don't go with the grain. So if some people like a player and I don't like them, I won't pretend that I like them. Just because I don't do that. I'm a sore loser, I do have to say. So if I do lose the quiz today, I'm not going to be very happy. I'm very good at chivying up teammates, though. I'm very flexible. I'll jump in and I'll try my hand at anything. Sometimes not actually thinking of consequences, so I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, I do generally tend to do that. And I am a doer, so you know, if people want me to do stuff, then I will do it. And there's no job that's too small, and I'll get stuck in. And I don't expect anybody else to do stuff that I'm not prepared to do. So that's probably what you'll get from me is just honesty, lots of swearing.
Brilliant.
But, you know, I do apologise.
What you see is what you get. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. It's debutante Nick. It's first time I have you on the show, and it's so honored to have you. I know we've been chatting a lot on Twitter and everything. So finally, it's Boxing Day. It's time to give. And as a matter of fact, you know, we're spending time to give back to you as the community, because at the end of the day, it's all about building community. It's all about giving. So take a little bit of time, take a pause. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and feel free to join as a member, because we just created this join memberships the other day. But please, if you feel free, you can also start super chatting, because I also enable that, so you can start super chatting in a way. But listen, I will go down to here to Niall James. How are you doing, sir? One of the regulars.
Oh, good, mate.
Panel.
Yes, all good.
Mate?
Relatively quiet. just basically watch my kid play on a bloody Nintendo Switch all day.
So now tell me, what traits can we expect from you in terms of moving forward with this punching lines?
Footballing, mate, pinpoint passing, and I'll get to the
Yeah.
point in conversation.
Yeah.
No messing about. Don't care. It is what it is. I'm with Nick on that one. Doesn't matter about the player. It's
That's
whether
it.
they play for you or not. Somebody is still better than that person, whether they're at your club. It doesn't matter. And
Sure.
you know me, mate, and some of the viewers will already know me. We just
Absolutely.
get to it.
Absolutely. Okay, moving forward. I don't see Mais. Mais, are you there?
I'm still here.
I
Can
see you
see?
backstage, but
Yeah, I'm still
don't
here.
see you
Yeah,
picture.
she's there.
I'm
Yeah,
here.
she's there
She's there.
backstage.
She's backstage, but not on the screen. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Mais,
got
can
to
you
swipe
log in?
across.
No clue why.
Can you log in and log out again, Mais? So you
Yeah,
kind
I
of
can try
not-
that. I
you're
can log
frozen.
in. I can log in and log out.
Okay.
Uh,
Moving on to Callula.
Hello.
Hey, lovely Callula.
Very
From
festive.
all.
Yeah, definitely still in the Christmas spirit. I'll be like this until New Year, and then I'll be celebrating even more. For me, that's the kind of person I am. I'm happy until I'm cussing. So I tell the truth. Somebody nicknamed me. I wonder who nicknamed me Simon Cowell. I wonder who that is. I'm brutal, sprinkled with jazz. So I'm brutal, but I try and make sure there's a sense of humour to it. So that's me, really.
That's right.
I think we're going to get on very well.
Oh. Well, I got one more legend to introduce. Mr. Pat Lawless from... Tell me about yourself, Pat.
Thanks very much, Mick. So, yeah, look, I'm in here because I'm honest. And as Callula puts it, I'm cheeky. I'm not afraid to drop in a few remarks here and there. We've been working together for the last while, myself and Callula, and I always make the odd joke with her as she shoots from the hip with her honesty. Just like we call her Callula Kel. So that's what you're going to get from me today. Honesty and cheeky.
Honest and cheeky, we like that. A little bit banter. And last but not least, Mais. Macy, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for having me on. And a few people may know me. I don't know if everyone does, but with myself, I'd say that I am honest and straight to the point. I'm one of them where if I get along with someone, I'm so chatter. But
Oops,
We've lost her.
Who pressed the
we
ejector
lost
button?
her. Oh, surprise! We have the bench warmer. Phil Standish, welcome. I heard you were injured. You came back. He just came back. Tell me.
I've made it for a short stint on the pitch. I might manage about 20 minutes, something like that. Depends how long kickoff takes.
Oh,
He thinks he's N'Golo Kante.
Oh, good to see you, Phil. I hope you had a lovely Christmas.
Yeah, really good friends. Lots of time with the family and that.
Okay. So I decided, are you going to be the referee? You're going to be the VAR here then in that case. You're going to play for 20 minutes and then you're going to probably leave.
No activity plays, nobody running to the camera, nobody screaming at the referee. Red cards at the ready.
Yeah, I think Mais has got a little bit problem with the camera. She's coming in and out. But listen, thanks a lot. Mais was saying she's I know Mais from Red Devils United. Lovely channel. If you haven't seen her, she delivers great punchlines. Big admirer of your honesty there, Mais.
thank
So
you.
please, guys, if you haven't been there, check her out. Callula, of course, from the Man United agenda as well. We're on the show together as well the other day. Same with Pat. Lovely to collaborate. We get on well as well. Nick, you can see Nick sometimes in the SheDevils, right, Nick?
Yep, you can.
Yep. So we all deviled up, yeah. Good. Listen, I want to kick on this show, to round the table to ask you all of you, how much calories did you eat during this couple of days?
Not many.
Too many?
Oh yeah, that many. Me Fitbit broke.
I think me and Pat on calories, we just did it in alcohol volume rather than food.
See, I feel bad because I think I did both. It was food, desserts, and carver, and cider, and Baileys.
Well, you've been cooking for days. You've been cooking up a storm, Callula, when I heard. Everyone came to your house and stretched it in, right?
Honestly, it's because
I didn't.
the Caribbean, because my dad's from Trinidad and Tobago, we love food, and I end up always cooking so much. So yeah, that's what it is. Can't help it. And then my mum being Mediterranean, I was never going to win this battle.
What a mess.
Callula, I'll be in your DMs later. Trinidad and Mediterranean, I'm there.
Now,
So I was never going to win.
So what's a typical tradition and when that mix in terms of Christmas, like, you know, being Trinidad, Tobago, Mediterranean? What do you guys do?
End up having more of a Mediterranean starter, and then you got to, it's going to sound so bad, it's all about the seasoning, it's all about having seafood, so I cook all the meats. You got to make sure you got all the cake as well. I have a cake table. That's a bit. You got to have your macaroni pie, you got to have your coleslaw, you got to have all the jazz. You got to have massive plates, basically.
I've got to disappear for 5 minutes, Mick.
He'd be knocking on your door now, like, you know, give me a plate.
There's loads left as well.
How about you, Nick?
Oh, just...
What do you do around Christmas, around your house?
Just have family over, really. First year without my mum this year, so we just had extended family over. But yeah, it was nice. I did all the cooking, which is a first. I don't normally do all the cooking. But I didn't poison anyone. They're all still alive. Although I did forget to buy the dessert, so I'm a bit hungry listening to all this dessert talk now because I did forget the dessert. But I did.
Callula's going to send you some over.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay. I think we should just all go to Callula's next year. That sounds good.
Yeah, we do.
Everyone
in the community at Callula's house next year, right? All good. Yeah. What about you, Pat? Mr. Lawless?
Me?
Yeah, like and subscribe, yeah.
I'm an expert at making sure it all disappears. Nothing lasts in the house. The plate just goes like this.
This is disappearing fast as well.
Yeah, until I'm horizontal. And
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit of walking now after this Christmas, I tell you.
Oh yeah, I know. I spent myself by the beach. I'm sorry. I mean, Kamala Beach in Phuket. It was like, yeah, sorry, mate. It was fire shows. We met some strangers. Had a potluck, leg of lamb, and all that stuff. Sorry if there's any vegetarians. Don't mean to offend you, but it was yummy. And Mick got a few.
Come vegetarians. We've got English people. We want warm weather. We don't care about the food.
I don't drink. I mean, I love my drinks, but I don't drink much. I haven't had a beer for 2 years, and I had 2. So I was bouncing around like a, you know what, ping pong ball. Fring pong. Ping pong.
Fring pong, yeah.
We're going to get fring pong or ping pong?
Fring pong, ping pong.
Yeah, right back. Yes. Macy, what about you? What do you get up to? And what do you do in your family during the Christmas time?
My mum invited everyone round for Christmas, so I had my auntie, my cousin, his girlfriend there as well with the family. Had a massive roast dinner what my mum prepped for days on end. She was doing the veg from 2 days before. She was making the Yorkshire puddings from scratch, and she made 2 massive trifles for dessert as well. The size of the roast dinner is exactly how Pat described his. It was just literally like Mount Everest, and I was so stuffed, but plenty of drinks, plenty of food, nice company.
Oh, Mick, can I just jump in there, Mick? Mazer,
go ahead.
You said Yorkshire puddings. It annoys the hell out of me because I always cook Christmas dinner and I always forget the bleeding Yorkshire puddings.
How?
But
I buy them.
Supposed to be on a Christmas dinner. Everybody says
I know they are.
Yorkshire pudding on a Christmas dinner. What is that all
No,
about?
it's great. It's great, but I just never remember to put them in the bleeding oven.
Making myself,
Next
not
year
put
on
one.
next year on Twitter, I'm going to send it in caps, Yorkshire puddings to you, just to make sure
Yeah,
that you remember.
thanks.
That's it.
Thanks.
That's it. Last but not least, Mr. Standish. Yorkshire pudding. Standish, what do you have in your house?
Yeah, so we weren't in yesterday, so we were at church in the morning, then went to in-laws for lunch, and then over to my sister and brother-in-laws for the evening to meet up with my family, like, so that's where my
Excellent.
nephews were. So it was just busy, plenty of roast dinner, and somebody did say to me, "Do you want a Yorkshire pudding?" I was like, okay. So I did have one. Sorry, Nick. Apologies. It wasn't part of a special request or anything. It landed on my plate, and on my fourth helping, I decided that I should probably stop because somebody had to roll me out. I was just done. I'm done.
You're done.
But obviously, there's a second stomach for trifle and a third stomach for coffees and stuff afterwards.
Oh, that's what my 6-year-old kid said, Phil. Oh, I'm full. Well, you can't have any desserts or treats, then, can you? Oh, I've got room for that. It's in my legs.
Yeah, it's separate stomach, innit? Separate divisions.
There you go. Listen, thanks for sharing. I mean, Christmas is all about giving and sharing and caring, and so happy to have you all, like, collected in one stream. Of course, I have never done this before, never seen, like, actually, that we have 3 different channels in one stream, because it's all about giving, it's all about community, sharing is caring. I know there's a lot of people out there that, suffering from mental health and don't have the privilege even to have food or family. So all love goes to out you to all of them. Big up for all of you. But listen, let's kick on the show. Guys, if we look at Premier League is coming back. How excited are we? I'm super gassed about it. Um, how would you rate Eric Ten Hag's tenure so far? Like, describe it in 2-3 words or 2-3 sentences, or maybe more. I don't know. Can I start with Nick? How would you
You can.
describe Eric Ten Hag's season so far?
I think it's been pretty good. I mean, we didn't start great, to be honest, but I mean, he's a new manager coming in. Well, we started abysmally, let's be honest, 2 really devastating losses. But, he's not gone with favourites. He's not been afraid to shake it up. He's done what he needed to do. I've really, really enjoyed his football. I can see progress. He's clearly got a vision. And he's not afraid to drop players that aren't meeting his requirements. And I think that, for me, has been the most important thing, because we saw it under Ollie's that the favourites would continue to be picked even when they were out of form. So it's been really refreshing to see him come in. And he doesn't play the game with the journalists. He's quite abrupt with them. And I've really, really enjoyed it. I'd probably give him a 7 out of 10, just purely because I think that some of his subs, he's not making them quick enough when things aren't changing, and that's probably one of the things that I would like to see him have a bit more. Yeah, so a 7 out of 10 for me.
Well done, Nick. You get an applause, Nick. I'll go with Phil Standish. I always appreciate your honest uppercuts.
Yeah, I think with Ten Hag, I think he's come in. He had to turn the club around first. It's when you look back at the results since Sir Alex has left, there's been so many changes of managers, of captains, even of players. I think Ten Hag's come in. He's made the difference. He's brought his subs in. He's brought players into the club that he values, and he knows what they'll bring to the team as well. And I think that's made a big difference, being able to put his own personality on it. I think Nick's absolutely right. We did get off to a terrible start. That's clear for all to see. But off the back of that, we started to make a difference. We bounced back. We beat Liverpool. That came at the exact right time. We beat Arsenal. We were getting these little wins that were so important to the overall result, overall game and performance. And I think that's really brought us forward at the right time. Anthony hit the ground running. He's gone for the boil a little bit recently. I'm not sure whether he's going to start tomorrow or not. I think obviously he didn't start the other day against Burnley, and I wondered, is that because he just doesn't quite trust him yet, or You know, we've not seen much of him since he did his Anthony spin. Whether that's coincidental or not, I'm not sure. But let's see. But yeah, I think overall, he's come in, he's done the right thing. He's made some really good signings. Everything's been positive from that perspective. He could make a couple of subs a bit sooner, but generally he's getting the job done, and I think it'd be good to see how we carry on tomorrow after a break.
So, Hortometer, what do you rate him?
I think because of, like we've had Van Gaal, Moyes and everybody else, I think if you're comparing it like for like, I'm going to have to go with 8.
8? Yeah. You get the horn. 8. I love it.
It's like being at a fairground.
What's the difference between the horn and a clap? I just need to make sure you know what the
Well,
difference is.
horn beats the clap,
What?
doesn't it? You know?
That's the difference between a horn.
What?
I got the buttons. But listen, I want to go to the magic. Callula.
You know, I felt like I needed to get my Professor Snape one then, but I haven't got time.
Oh, she's definitely got it. I could tell.
So for me, I really like that Tag's come in with cojones. He's not done what other managers have done and followed the train of thought. I loved watching him with his little notepad, and you can see like the analytics that he's doing. He is looking at the team, looking at the players and taking notes, and you can see just in a short space of time, he's had to come into a mess. And he's doing really, really well with Mes. It's like he's come in and he's just got Play-Doh. Also, dealing with Cristiano Ronaldo, I really respect him for that, because that really could have rocked him. Because, you know, we're going back to the Premier League, and the timing that he did that was basically the Premier League ended, the World Cup started, and Ronaldo had a tantrum. And he's always very diplomatic. I think he's really, really good. For me, he's actually my favourite since, and I loved Ollie, my super sub baby face when I was growing up. I had a massive poster of him when I was growing up.
Baby face assassin.
Yeah, but I think where I look at Ollie, I thought he didn't have the cojones, but Tag's got it. So I think he can do a lot. We need to give him time. I think that's one thing you don't want to be. You don't want to be like Watford and just sack all your managers. You want to give the managers time.
Score.
8.
She gave him an 8, and I totally agree. I'll buy that for $1. Oh, well done. I absolutely love that, man. As I always say, you know, if we're doing a rebuild, if we get new owners, if they're going to build a new stadium, I want them to call it Bold Trafford. That's it. That's all I have to say. Moving on to Niall James. Uppercuts, please.
Yeah, man. Right. I'm normally pretty negative, and I was thinking he was probably at 70-80%, which would give him. Thanks, Mick. But
you said negative.
But,
it should be a negative standard.
But no, this is what I mean. I am positive on this, because I was thinking 70-80% with Ten Hag, which would lead me in a 7 or 8 out of 10. And this might get you a lot of clicks in hate or positivity, but I think the manager we've got in Ten Hag now is a manager that plays like Pep or wants to play like Pep, but he has the managerial attributes of Sir Alex Ferguson. Like others have said, he will not take any shit. No favourites. You play well or you die. And I think he's been brilliant on it. And one thing he's proved is that if you get the manager the players he wants, it will work. Because look at all the average shit players we've had performing for us for the last however long are still shit or average. A couple of them have stepped up a little bit, new manager bounds, whatever. But majority, it's still bang average. But the players he's brought in have been, what, 7, 8 out of 10 every game? That shows. Listen to the fucking manager. Don't listen to a banker.
Somebody have to. Did you order delivery?
Yeah, mate. It's might just be.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for the delivery of your score there. Hang on.
7.5.
7.5.
Because I'm not going to go on whole numbers just to be different.
Mace.
For me, I think
Tell
Ten
me
Hag.
your uppercuts, please.
Yeah, for me with Ten Hag, I think he come into how I wouldn't say an impossible job, but a very difficult job. Just because you've got the team who it's so unbalanced. There's some players under Fergie, there's some players under Van Gaal, Mourinho, Ole, and to come into that kind of team where it's so unbalanced, it's not your team. You've had all this negativity since Ole's been sacked. We've had this tenure under Ralph, and a lot of people probably thought it was very pointless. And I think to come into that, and on top of that, there's been like the European Super League. There's been a lot of Glazers out, which I agree needs to be continued. So I think he has come into a very difficult job, especially knowing that he's managed under Ajax, and and he's been very, very good there. And I think he's managed to be able to, in the end, say to the owners and the board, I want this, this, and this. He got what he's wanted. He's got the players into good shape. Because after that Brentford game, he wasn't taking any more crap off any of them. Because none of them deserved to hold their heads up high for a good performance. They were both. Everyone was shocking, and I think he was able to say, right. This is what I want, and ever since then it's worked very well. I completely agree. In terms of Ten Hag, I think he does have the Sir Alex attributes what we haven't seen in a very long time, and we do need that because some of these players, they need to be told completely, and this is what I hate sometimes with modern day football, is that it's always player power over everything else. And I think we need to try and get that out of the players to say, right, you're not speaking to your agent, you're speaking to me if you have a problem. And I think that is what his Ten Hag is trying to show to the players. And even though we stuck to the same 4-2-3-1 formation, it's worked under Ten Hag. And I think that it's clear, there's a clear drive of what he wants. And he's been honest. He's not completely like, I'm going to go for the league this season. He's been honest to say, right, top 4 trophies is what is my aim. And I think being honest to the fans of what he's going to do, it allows us as a fan base, well, it depends on what fan base is, what part of the fan base listens to this, but it just shows we need to be patient and give the manager some time. And based off how Ten Hag has played with Man United, the way his signings have been outstanding, I would give him probably a 7 out of 10. There is some improvements, of course, but it's still only halfway through the season, and my score could potentially go higher. I don't want to give him too high when there's only been 15 games so far.
Can I just jump in, Mick, for 1 second, just to promote something? Not my own thing. People say that women, girls, females, whatever like that, have no opinion and no right to have one on football. They don't know what they're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Nicola, Callula, and Mais, fucking spot on. 100%. Absolutely bang on with everything. And they're the only people I've heard say the same kind of similar shit.
I remember playing football when I was growing up, and see, it's not just football. I love comics. I'm a massive geek. I love footy. I love all sports. Like, literally darts, everything, boxing, all the jazz. And you do, as a woman, have to fight. Sometimes when you have an opinion, you can have the most intelligent opinion going. You can have really good points, and you might as well be going blah 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 because people are not listening. So it is a massive fight, and with the internet especially, you can get a lot of aggro.
Yeah,
so I respect any woman that's got the cojones to do it.
That's why I wanted to jump up and say, you've had better opinions than you see on football Twitter. You've been bang on, all three of you. And then also Macy mentioned Ten Hag has players from Sir Alex Ferguson's era. I've only heard myself say that. So, and it's fucking facts, but people seem to forget it.
That was big uppercuts there, Mace. Big up, big up,
Yeah.
big up. You deserve. But now, hey, you saved the best. Oh, I say nothing at all, Mr. Pat Lawless.
Well, probably best if you don't, Mick.
Well, isn't this just great, isn't it? You leave me to last. How am I meant to follow that? You know what I mean?
Because the girls have set a standard, Pat. That's why, mate.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go full Rio Ferdinand here. Build a man a statue. You know what I mean? Build him a statue. And when you walk past the statue, there's a little infrared sound goes off and it says "Trust in the process" every time you walk past it.
Why don't you go Michael Owen and say, if United score goals, we'll win matches?
Look, what can I say that he's haven't already perfectly said? He's came in, he's galvanised the club, he's galvanised the players together, he's made even the most ignorant Manchester United fans sit back and take note of how he's improving Bruno, Rashford, Luke Shaw, the list goes on. He's handled the Ronaldo situation perfectly. Next day he came out, that's all, I'll have a chat with him.
Still always the revelation.
Jadon Sancho, trouble. Where is he? He's not even in the country. He's handling that well. So, for me, Eric's getting a 9 out of 10 from me because we've had such a bad 10 years since Fergie's gone. I give him. He's only short of getting a 10 from me, but nobody's.
That's on quick math, mate. I think that's an average of 8 out of 10 between all of us then.
I echo what everyone is saying to you. Everything since he came in, you saw the push-up, you saw the punishment, you've seen the hairdryer treatment, you've seen people fighting for places, you've seen the style of play, the respect, the comeback. The lot reminds me of Sir Alex of, in the past. And I keep just thinking Old Trafford next, right? So for me, I mean, obviously, I'm all about people and culture. For me, it's about, you instill your winning mentality, you plant your seed into players' mind, and they believe in terms of the application. Okay?
Yep.
I definitely see that shaping. I'm very exciting in moving forward. I always say he's 1 or 2 transfer targets away from a full squad. He's handling the press brilliantly. I mean, from the first when he came in, he couldn't speak much English, but he's quite warming up and start talking well. I like the straightforwardness, the straight cuts. What you want, Frankie? Huh? You know what?
We like it.
He's just like, for me. If you ever see him Breaking Bad, he's like Hector Salamanca and Walter White in one. So that's like, for me, I have to give myself an air horn and give me 10 out of 10.
Give 10 out of 10,
because I'm
Nick.
Mr. Positive.
Oh, fuck off.
I love this guy. If you see,
You have to be realistic as well.
I know, I'm trying to be positive and I'm negative, but I'm being realistic, Mr. Realist
because
TV.
You know why? Because if I look back in 8 years, what we had from Moise, from everyone, nobody succeeded. Nobody managed to tame the squad, right, properly. This is the only man that I've seen past Sir Alex Ferguson that's actually have everyone fighting for him, right?
100%.
100%. So for me, give the manager time, support the team, back the manager the way he used to be. 100%. Right. That was my uppercut facts. I'm calling the realist, but I'm giving him 10. In terms of transfers, like, guys, if you had a crystal ball, silverware.
He's got to get that to get his 10, because at the moment he's got off to a good start, absolutely. Nick started sitting back now looking at her 7, thinking she was a bit harsh on her. Everyone else has gone over her 7, but she started off first, so we'll let her off. But Mick to finish with a 10, I think it's just a little bit too high.
I'm not
exactly what everybody said, but I think once he started to win something, actually get silverware in the cabinet again, and get us back in the Champions League, then we can maybe look at saying, we got a 10 out for his first season sort of thing.
I'm sorry, I could not help myself. It's Christmas, I have to be nice.
You're going to have to go with the 6-0 for tomorrow, aren't you? You can see the optimism.
Mick's going to turn into Ayush.
Yeah, don't forget, Ollie had a fantastic start when he first took over, and some of it's about the new manager coming in and everybody being excited. So I'm with Maisie. We're only halfway through the season. I think we need to... you can be positive, but be realistic at the same time.
I know.
Mr. Realist TV.
So what are we talking about here? Are we only going to
So,
build...
okay, VR, we go to VR.
Are we only going to build half a statue now and not a full statue? What are we on about here?
Just
the
legs.
Hey, Pat,
Just the legs, what?
Pat, as long as it's not a fucking Ronaldo statue. I mean, the state of that.
Okay.
Guys,
I got
Mourinho did get us second place. Don't forget.
with a very. Okay, I'll leave it
Yeah.
to VR. Phil, you're the referee. Am I in the shave off points or 1 or 2 points off? Was I too optimistic?
Too high with your 10, I think, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think 8 is probably about right for where we're at. I know Pat said a 9. We've got a 7
Okay.
there. I think the average is about 8, something like that. I think between us, we agree.
Okay, put me on 8.5 then.
Well, I tell you what, I said by the comments, average looks at 8, and VAR has confirmed it, so winner.
I think the most important thing is the signings are absolutely spot on, and the signings have made a big difference. He's not just had a war chest and gone big names, he's got names that people didn't even recognise and things like that. And the play,
Yeah.
Casillero, what a signing that was.
That's
Marriott,
amazing.
we already know about. So anyway, yeah, that's it.
All right. Listen, I stand for my words. You can shave off the points, but I will still chest up because glory, glory, Manchester United. Here we go. We're coming back. Listen, I just want to go to say this before we move on. Imagine you had a crystal ball right now. You're looking ahead to in 2023. The season is starting. In terms of transfer markets, what would be your 3 top signings?
Oh, don't go there, Mick.
That's difficult.
Based off
Come
who
on.
it's easy.
Ten Hag wants,
Anyone,
or
hit
based
me.
off who I
Hit me
want?
with your
Yeah.
best shot.
Oh, what a tune.
I know. Who wants to go?
Realistic or dream?
Yes? Standish, you go.
Are you going with realistic or dream transfer?
I was going to say, I'm in dreamland.
All right, the microphone. Just say if you had a crystal ball, what's your favorite wish for next season's transfers?
I know people have got reservations, but I would like Mbappe at the club.
That would be a dream. There's dreamland for me. Do you know why I do want him? Mbappe showed me something that was magical, like that, because what he showed me is that there's something wrong with the younger players in our league, because that mentality in that French game to be down and 80 minutes, he was driving that team on his own at some point, and he was his whole body, his whole soul, and he's young.
He was shit for that first 80 minutes, though.
It was, to be fair.
No, he was as well.
No, but I like it's look at all the younger players that are having mentality issues, and he woke up and went, you know what, I'm not going down like this. And to do the first penalty, that takes a lot. I want that mentality in our team.
Yeah.
And for someone his age to do it, I was impressed.
That's a winner. I
Yeah.
mean, how ironic is that? You score a hat trick in a World Cup, but you don't win it.
I guess.
Yeah, but penalties, I mean, do you really class it as a hat trick if some of them are penalties? I'm not entirely, I mean...
Oh, well, okay, so I guess we're going to have to go back to the past of George, is it George Hurst? Did you class his as a hat trick?
No.
George Hurst? Who the fuck's that?
The guy that got the hat trick in '66, wasn't it?
Jeff Hurst.
Jeff Hurst, sorry, George. Why am I saying George? I knew it was Hurst.
Hat tricks is, we don't class hat tricks as...
It's
No.
I don't know. I guess we have got a lot more penalties now, but if I'm not going to lie, if I get a bonus at work, I'm taking it, even if I don't deserve it, so I'm taking the penalty.
That's fair enough.
Good logic.
Point, yeah.
Mick, I'm sorry, mate. The VAR room is going to have to close now. I'm going to have to depart the lounge.
Okay, mate.
All
Before you
right,
go,
take care, Phil.
before you go,
You all take care. Enjoy the rest of your
just before you go, what's your score prediction for tomorrow, mate?
My score prediction is 3-0. I'm going to clean sheet.
Clean sheet. Thanks, Phil. Thanks for having.
Take care,
thanks
Phil.
for coming.
Bye, Bill.
Cheers, Phil.
On this basis, Mick, I think Nicola's got me on opinion and Callilla's got me on food.
Honestly, transfer-wise, I actually think we need a right back the most.
Yeah.
I think right back is that's my dream was in the distance of Justice and Doom, but what I really we need a right back, because if the lot gets injured, we're done.
Hey, Callula, It's not too far in the distance.
We have
Okay.
to see. Rashford did run. But no, I
So
think-
we are gonna
Oh.
review the match for tomorrow, people. Obviously, we are playing Nottingham Forest. So I don't know much about Forest. I know they have Jesse Lingard. I know they had Dean Henderson. But Dean Henderson is not allowed to play against us tomorrow because he's a loanee, right? So anyone enlighten me about Forest and how they play, and what to watch out for? Do you think Lingard can do a madness and do a shocker, or Nick?
Shit.
Yeah. I mean, again, I don't know much about Forest other than any club that comes to United. The only downside for us is the mentality of that other team. So people come and they want to scout Manchester United. It doesn't matter that we're not winning the league. It doesn't matter that, City are going on. It's still Manchester United, and teams still come to us and they want to get that win. I think
If anything, it's more of an encouragement now because we're doing worse.
Yeah.
So they think it's easier to do it.
Yeah. And I think Dean Henderson's gonna. He had all his little waffle that he did, his interview. I think he's gonna want to make sure he keeps goals out to prove his point. I think Jesse Lingard is gonna want to prove something. But honestly, I do believe that the players that we've got, it's all about mentality, and it will be who wants it more, who's hungry for it. And that's always the problem with some of these smaller clubs, is they come and they want to get something from Manchester United. And lately, we've felt like we're scared almost. We're scared of those clubs coming to us, and they're going to come to Old Trafford and they're going to come out all guns blazing. I don't think there's a particular player, but I do think that it's going to be a squad mentality. We've got there's no doubt about it. On paper, we've got the best squad. Again, for
Well, 11. I wouldn't go as far as squad, but 11. Yeah.
Well, swings and roundabouts. I'd take a couple of other players as well, but I really do think it's about who's hungry for it more. I think that's something that Ten Hag is building, though, because I do think that a lot of our players are hungrier than they were. They've got into a bit of a rut of they're just used to that. We're used to losing or going behind, but I actually think that we're starting to turn it around now, and I think that's Ten Hag that's instilling that. So
I think Ten Hag's signings have helped instill that as well.
Absolutely,
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna go over some. I missed some chats, super chats before we go, because obviously we've been too occupied in the control room here, and we're laughing at Mr. Ayush. Thank you, one of our loyal viewers.
Legend Ayush.
Here we go. Ayush Gill signed for Manchester United for 70 years as director. Big up, man. I hope that is true.
I'm waiting for Ayush's score prediction. 17-0.
17-0. Robert Hall says, "Hello, everyone." Hello, Robert. Nice to have you
Robert.
here on the stream. Oh, Solo.
Solo.
Hello, Solo.
Oh.
You made it back from work, I guess. Solo from Man United agenda. Robert Hall.
Another
He's
cat wants to
giving-
get famous.
He's given 7.5 to Eric Ten Hag as the tenures because of the bad start. Fair enough. And then Robert Hall saying again, to the panel, who's been the best signing for you? No, who has been the best signing for you? Pat?
I'm torn. Torn between three people, but I'm just going to go for my favourite is Martinez is my favourite player who's came in so far. He's brought that steel, bit of guile that we've lacked for so long. We just look weak at the back, and he's came in and he's just said, see this box? This is my box. You're coming in here, you're coming through me. And people are actually looking over their shoulder again, coming into that box. They're afraid of him. He's fast. He jumps like a gazelle for the height of him. He's not a bother on him. And then following closely behind is Casillero and Ericsson, because they're just excellent to pair them.
Fantastic. No, I agree with you. For me, he's transformed. Martinez has been the rock. the fighting spirit. When you seen them together, these Brazilian, Argentinians, the Portuguese, they all gel together, and it's that fighting spirit, the mana.
It's that little bit of craziness, Mick. That's what you need. You know, we have to have that little bit of craziness. That's what you need.
I agree.
I might so. Pat might have had a pint of Guinness or two, but I agree with him. It's Martinez, isn't it? He's been 7 out of 10 every fucking game.
Yeah,
100%.
It is the passion. It's the passion, and also when he got signed, and I think it was maybe Carrigan or someone commented on his tweet and said, and for me, as soon as he said that, I just loved Martinez more because he basically went, well, screw you, I'm going to do my best. That's it, and he came in. Ericsson, for me, touched my heart seeing him come to us. It really did. And some of those long passes, I'm thinking, woo, look at that ball go. He's got some really key passes that I'm thinking,
silky.
Yeah, it's so smooth. He needs to be on like a Razor advert or something. So I love that. So for me,
on a Lady Bic advert.
Yeah, definitely. Casillero, for me, I feel like Casillero could just wink at me and I'd be like, yeah, mate, good job. So I completely agree with the three.
Yeah. So I'm with you, Callula, because as soon as he won that World Cup, if I remember rightly, I tweeted something saying, missing person goes by the name of Carragher and tag the fucker, innit? It's like, where are you now, mate?
Exactly.
It's just look what he's done to the defenders beside him. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
100%.
That's it.
I agree with everyone.
Martinez together. I mean, the fact that everyone was going like, "Oh, he's too short. He's too short." Like, he's our hobbit.
That's why I had to tag Carragher in that when he won the World Cup. Like missing person who goes by the name of Jamie Carragher.
They don't call him the butcher for nothing. It's our butcher, right? So,
yeah.
Come on.
He could do my duck later.
I know, Macy, you like Christian Eriksen, right?
Yeah, I do love Christian Eriksen. He's for me, he's actually my favourite player at Manchester United. Even if you took away what he does on the pitch, he's so humble behind the pitch, and I think that's something what I love more is the kind of personality that he has on and off the pitch, and for me, his story of what happened to him in the Euros and to come a year later now and is absolutely superb, getting into the Manchester United week in, week out. He's replaced Bruno in terms of his corners. He's fantastic with his long through balls, and when I completely agree with that. And I think at the time before we signed Casemiro, the midfield went from like a 1 to like a 7, just with Christian Eriksen being in that side, and then Casemiro just made it into a solid 9. Like, let's just be honest. But even though we haven't touched on this guy, he's probably my least favourite. But Malacia, even he plays for the badge. I think he's still only very young. He's still only very raw. So he does need a little bit more time. Yeah.
Macy, are you saying? Are you in agreement with me that Malacia is a young Evra? If he gets trained right, he's Evra.
Yeah, he gives me Patrice Evra vibes, 100%. And I think as soon, like, I've watched a bit of Feyenoord for last season, and I think for me, like, he's so brilliant at going forward. He's so great at the back, but I just think at that moment, little bits of moments, his ball watching, it gets the better. Like, I think Saka being one game in the Europa League as well, but I think when he has that bit more development under Ten Hag, he's going to be a fantastic left back, and the way he managed to keep Luke Shaw out the team for quite a few games, that really just says a lot of his mentality as a player also.
Yeah, he just made a couple of mistakes in 2 games after that, and that's what gave Shaw his place back. But like I said, a bit of development, I just see Evra vibes all over.
Me too.
Evra, I agree.
Martinez reminds me of that crazy fella who used to be our mate in school, and if you're ever in a fight, he'd be standing over your shoulder going, I'm with you.
I tell you what, Pat, fucking Martinez reminds me of a mix between Vidic and Rocco Marcus Rocco.
Yeah.
Because Rocco just went in, but he just had the poorest timing.
Yeah.
So that's why he always fucked it up. But he
you
has
guys
that
remember the
passion.
Do you guys remember the clip when him and Anthony ganged up against was it Kovacic or was it Chelsea? Hang on.
Yeah, it was a
Coutinho,
Chelsea
was
game,
it?
wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, Chelsea game, yeah.
I freaking loved it.
You see-
Casemiro has transformed the team as well when he first came on. Yeah. 100%.
I had a hidden love for Cavani. I don't know if it's because he looked like Gaston. I don't know what it was. I absolutely like Gaston from like Beauty and the
Who the
Beast.
fuck's
The
that?
hair.
Oh, right, you'll know it, not me. Okay.
But what I liked was, I remember with Cavani, he was very, very passionate. And you could see his passion so much, it's like he infected everyone else. He was very defensive, though, when anyone tackled the other player. So he was the first one to run over. And I'm like, Cavani, please don't get a card. Please don't get a card.
Yeah.
But I like that South American, Portuguese, I love this word, cojones. I like that. I like seeing it. And for me,
You don't get it in English players.
You don't.
They're all parts now.
When I'm at Old Trafford, I'm like, yes, mate. And it's like my poor dad wants me to shut up actually because I'm like he was just like, you're embarrassing me. I was like, no, let's go. And it's that passion, and it gets into you as well when you see players that are like that. You're watching, and it's like you feel it with them. And
So what's your dad saying then, Callula?
My dad.
Get off the stream and eat your cake.
Basically, my poor dad's like this. And I'm like, let's go, cojones, come on. What are you doing? What's that corner? What are you doing there? How can we pay you this much money? And my dad's like, shut up. Like, just sit down.
You've got the passion, haven't you? You've got the passion.
No, he doesn't mind really. Our whole family's united, so we go mad anyway.
That's mad. Okay, well, that's. Did I cover everyone? Everyone said a bit, but in terms of transfers, so, are we happy with the current rumors that we are linked to? Like, Gapco is coming in. We're looking at Joe Felix potentially.
Do you know what?
How long have you got, Mick?
The only thing I'm happy with the whole Joe Felix thing is that we're offering to take him on loan and then potentially buy him. We're not going in head first with these ridiculous transfers for overrated bloody bench warmers. Yeah. So it's not the fact that it's Joe Felix, it's the fact that he is a superstar. He costs a lot of money, and the process is we're going to take him in on loan and then potentially buy him, but get him out there if he's a crock. You know that way? And it doesn't matter if it's Joe Felix or it's Mbappe or it's any of these players. We're bringing them in the right way instead of just spunking the money straight away.
Nick?
For me, I always say if I know a player, he's probably not the right player. I don't agree with big name signings. I don't, they've done so well at the World Cup, or they've done really well this one season, and then we go in and we pay ridiculous amounts of money and they end up being bench warmers or they end up flopping. So for me, I want our scouts to actually be doing the fucking job and going out
100%.
and finding those creme de la creme of players that we've hardly heard of, but actually they come in and they cement themselves and they do absolutely fantastic. So when people are talking about Bellingham and Capco and all that, I'm not really into that. I want to see somebody come through and we go, oh, I don't really know much about that player. The Ronaldo. That's just me. I'm not a let's sign a big name and pay 150 million for.
I'm with you, Nick, because look at the facts. We could have got Caicedo for what, 5-10 million before he went to Brighton. We liked him, we've scouted him, we knew he was good, but we've gone no, because our ownership can't sell shirts on a player like that in the first fucking day. Yeah. And now we're going to have to pay 60 million if we go for him. Enzo Fernandez, 10 or 15 million euros. Left it to the World Cup. Now we might have to pay 100. It's fucking stupid.
Yep.
But it's all because they're not Premier League proven or they're not in the top names in the papers.
But if a player fits the mould like the way Anthony has, I think Eric Ten Hag doesn't care about the price.
Sure.
I want that player. That's it. Like if he turns around and says, "I want Fernandez off Benfica," if he turns around and says, "I want him," we have to pay 150 million. I'd imagine Eric Ten Hag would just be standing there with that blunt stare, that say, "Yes, I want him." get him.
Yeah,
That's it.
but that's what I mean. But we could have got him for 10 million when Ralph Ranić requested him or recommended him in January last year. And we've left it because it's not. He wouldn't sell shirts the moment he joins the fucking club. But what I don't understand is fuck that off. Sign a player, and if they're going to end up stepping up and being the player that they are, they'll come in, and next season everybody will want their fucking shirt.
Well, for me, I mean, that's, it was in the past. Of course, poor management was an interim manager. But I can sort of, that's why I gave Nick the applause is because I'm a big advocate of getting players from the grassroots to the big stage. Why can't our scouting department go and find us the next Martinez? Martinez went from Argentina to Justicia to Ajax, same as Anthony went from Sao Paulo to Ajax, and then the next step is to go to Manchester. Why can't we just grab them when they're at the grassroots level?
And this is the point, Mick. It's because they don't sell shirts straight away when they sign. Simple as fucking that.
There's plenty of players playing in the River Plate, Argentinian. We've seen the blueprint that it's working, like the South Americans, the Argentinians.
We know the good players. We just don't take that risk on them because they're not Premier League proven or they're not at the top of the fucking newspapers. Right. They're not a big name. They won't sell.
I would say it's just been petulant scouting department. That's it.
That's gonna change now. By the way, that's gonna change under Ten Hag because he loves South American players. So we will be getting them from South America now. I can guarantee you.
So I'm conflicted because in my head I would love. I go past parks and so you see kids with loads of talent and they haven't got the opportunity to go where they want to go to the team that they want to play for because really we should be recruiting and we should be going. How I put it is, if I wanted to be with a team that just spent money willy-nilly, I would support Chelsea. Or I'd support like a London team because that's what they've been doing for donkeys. We weren't like that. We were academy kids. But the other side of the point is that the mentality of the kids here needs to change. And it's become more about money than, if you're playing for our team, it needs to be you want to be the best. And they've
already made it. They've already made it at 15 because of the wages they get.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's one of the problems where you've got people in other countries that would die to play for us, and then you've got people here that just go, just get my wages, just get on the pitch.
Say what, Callula. Look at Anthony and look at Sancho. Right, Sancho was on, I think it was £65,000 a week until we signed him. Nobody else was in for Sancho, and we've given the money we've given. Anthony was on 15 to 20,000 euros a week, and we've just given him fucking 200 grand a week. Nobody was in for him. You go, here's 50 grand. You've doubled your money. Come with us. What the fuck are we doing?
We've got to make decisions, which is, we do want to be building. We want to be building our academy. We want to be building our scouting, our feeder teams, and doing that. But then we also need to make sure you get. What I loved was creme de la creme. You've got to be the best. And I don't care where you're from. You can be from Mars. If I have to pay for the best, I'm going to pay for the best. So so we need to kind of amalgamate both our scouting and if we make a purchase, make sure it's the right purchase.
Well, that's the only reason I don't want Mbappe is because of wages. I think we need to sort our wage structure out.
You know what? I give you the sporting director role to Callula.
Oh, I thought it was me. Fuck off then.
No. Fair play.
I'll have your food and then you can have that.
See, if you'd have told me that after the food, you'd have a chance, but you've just given up all the goods already.
No. I always make that mistake.
I just go with that this season, the remaining of the season is going to be brutal. How many games we're playing midweek, midweek. I think 2-3 games in a week from now on to the end of the season.
Yep.
So bodies is very, very important. I really tweeted out early today, points tally before the World Cup break ain't matter. Form before that ain't matter. Whoever hits the run of form now, find the consecutive run of wins.
I had to agree with you on that.
Will win. Okay. Yep. No matter where Arsenal sitting, where Liverpool might pick it up. it is very unpredictable. So we need bodies in. So even if we get Shao Felix in for 6 months to help out, I just say go for it, mate. I don't care.
See,
As long as Eric Ten Hag gets his targets, I'm cool. If it's
you know
Gapco,
what,
yeah. If it's Gapco,
mate,
if
mate,
it's
if it's a case of, okay, yes, we can get Felix, we can get Crackpole, we can get whatever. I'm all.
For me, first, we need a fucking right back, because I've said it for ages. People go on about, oh, well, we can bring back Keegan Laird or Melitta, who's a left back to play right. No, because if DeLow gets injured for just 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's fucking 9-12 games. He's gone because we're playing 3 a week.
Yeah.
We need that
Oh, we
back
see.
sorted and then go through the fucking one.
Right. Okay, guys. Any final requests before we move on into, let us ask Johnny Depp what he thinks. Are you alright with that? I spoke to him the other day. You want to have a look?
Oh, yeah, here we go. Hey, crazy. How did you go with Amber Heard?
Well, I didn't. never met her.
Do you support Manchester United, by the way?
Well, I'm not really into football.
But okay.
Or whatever ball.
Yeah?
More into rum.
Rum.
Ball.
Rum.
So,
There you go.
why rum always?
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
There you go. Rumble. He doesn't support Manchester United, but he supports Rumble. But let's move on to tomorrow's match preview lineup. I mean, I don't know really. I mean, I haven't heard the presser. I don't really know, but let's see. So, guys, I might have pulled a rabbit out of a hat. So, I don't know who's injured, who's back, but we discussed that before. I don't think Varane was injured in the from the World Cup. It was just exhaustion, right? So, this is my lineup that I compiled yesterday, and either it's like people writing in the media that Wan-Bissaka will be given a chance. I don't think that Eric Ten Hag trusts him, so I would probably see the usual. I mean, if you can agree with me, started with De Gea in the goal, 100%. Luke Shaw is the given, I think, as well. I think he will start Malaysia over Wan-Bissaka. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
It could possibly be Lindelof if Martinez or Varane is
I don't think I could play Lindelof as right back.
Yeah.
He's just been too
Varane, I
exposed.
think, will be in. I don't think Maguire. Yeah.
Varane and Martinez are both on the World Cup hangover, and Maguire is still injured. Well, illness he's out with. So we're limited.
I don't know. We see. We will see. But I still put Varane in there because I think he's fit for fight. I heard that Maguire rushed his back into training today. We're not sure he's going to get picked for tomorrow. I don't know. I'm standing on one leg here, but the midfield itself, pick yourself. For me, I don't know if you can agree. I go with Casillero as a holding midfielder, playing with Eriksen and Bruno. Okay, we're good with that. You agree? You agree? Okay, I think as much as I would love to put Garnacho, he still needs to be bled in slowly. So I think that Eric Ten Hag wants to go with the win. So I think he will go with Rashford as a left wing. Potentially then interchange, sub somebody else, put Garnacho and put Rashford in the center. But I think the front three picks itself will be Rashford, Martial as a number 9, the link-up man, and Anthony. What do you guys reckon? Any objections?
I would have preferred Garnacho play at least a bit because it's Nottingham Forest. So this is a team I think that Garnacho could get some experience from, rather than playing against a bit more pressure. We don't want to push him too much because he's young. He's got a lot of... We don't want him getting injured. We don't want him having mentality problems. We don't want to go too far, but I do think because it's Notts Forest, I do think that Garnacho needs some time tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Marcelo, Rashford, Rashford, all that. A bit of Langerini.
I think it ain't matter because every time I do a predicted lineup, I never get it right. So anyway, it's like a fantasy football. But at the end of the day, whatever Erik ten Hag picks, I guess I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
But I asked you a question, Mick. Why wouldn't he play Arnold Wan-Bissaka after the last week's performance?
I would love to see.
No, but just think about it that way. Why wouldn't he play him?
No, think about it, the fact that he's been football for 2 years or whatever. Just, no, one performance would make you deserve the right to get
I don't know.
Everyone's banking about it. He's got 4 goals in 14 games. What did he do for the last 18 months? Nothing.
But there's a high volume of games coming up as well, and he might want to put him in the shop window.
Probably. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, Lindelof hasn't really been my favourite person either. So, and he's got the attitude, but I just feel like sometimes he hasn't got the energy. I don't know if there's something going on, but he's just not performing as well as I'd like.
I reckon Lindelof's afraid of the dark, to be honest with you, Callula.
And I was really, really concerned with I'm going to say his name wrong, aren't I? But Varane, basically, when his legs went, I was so concerned because I'm thinking, how much you can't do that. What if his legs go? Like, you've got to make sure he's fit and ready. I am concerned. I know that they said that the camp had some illness. I know that there's some issues. Maybe he was fatigued and tired, but either way, I think there is some concern. You can't just fall over and not be able to continue. It's football. That's your job.
Is that Martial? What's the comparison there? They're both French. You can't keep the legs up.
okay.
No, but Varane played, but you can't rely on him.
Right. I would like to say that I'm excited about tomorrow. The Prem is coming back, and what do you reckon about the score prediction? What do you reckon? Sorry, I had a little bit of technical glitch. There was Bruno came in and disturbed my screen and tried to hijack. But what do you reckon? Phil Standish gave us a 3-0. I go around the corner, I go to Nick. What do you reckon? What would be the score?
I don't think we're going to get that many. I think we will keep a clean sheet, but I think we'll scrape a 1-0. I just have a feeling about it. I'd love to see 3 goals. Absolutely love it. But we're coming back off a World Cup. We've got quite a few players that are doubtful, and I think it depends on the squad that he picks, especially that back 4. That's going to be the real test for us, who he picks for that. But I think we're just going to get a 1-0 win.
1-0. Okay. I go down to Pat.
I would like to see a result and performance similar to the Burnley game where it was just job done. 2 goals. Wrap it up. Business as usual. And don't be football. It's not even the proper word, the term I'm going to use. Don't be offended by a team that plays 11 in the box. Don't run ourselves into the ground trying to beat 11 men in the box. Just get the ball in the back of the net, and don't let it become a game where the Notts Forest goalkeeper has a worldie like every other lower league team has against us, and we can't score. I'd like to see a goal before the first half, goal the second half, shut up shop, bring on the likes of Alanga, give players a rest.
Cool. Callula?
You see, I would love to say I believe we can get a clean sheet, but I think we hate ourselves too much. So I'm going to turn around and say 2-1. And unfortunately, if we don't get the goal in the first half, it might be 0-1 to them, and then we have to wake up, just like we do all the time, because we like losing in the first half. So I want you guys to be right, but I just think we hate ourselves.
Solo goes 2-1 United. Get in, Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, let us know in the comment what you think the score predictions will be. Let us move on to Niall James.
Yeah, I think if we had our third choice centre backs, 2-0. But because we don't
2-0 United.
see the goal, so I think it'll be 2 or 3-1. I'm going to be James
Okay.
Corbin and sit on the fence.
Macy, you there? Macy disappeared. Yes, there you are, Macy. Macy, what do you reckon? What is your score prediction for tomorrow? Macy?
Oh, I'm here, sorry. My Wi-Fi has just been absolutely shocking today. I don't know why, but I'm going to go for probably a 2-0 for Manchester United. I think we'll get the job done, but and this is no... I'm not going to say it as more of a criticism, but we haven't really been a goal-scoring team this season. We haven't had many high-scoring games. So even though we're playing against Nottingham Forest, and I think a lot of people are looking at it and go, oh, look at their goal difference, and look at the backup goalkeeper, look at the defence. We still can't underestimate. We can't underestimate any side, and that's what Ten Hag has stated. He wants to play his strongest 11 every single game. He's going to take every single game seriously, and I think we need to take Forest as serious as well, just because Tottenham are dropping points left, right and centre. So is Liverpool, and we need to try and get back to where we should be. So I reckon a 2-0. I think we will keep a clean sheet, but it's just a matter of how many goals we can score in the game, and I don't think we'll score too many.
Great punchline. Did I ask Pat, or did I miss you? Or did you give me your review?
No, I said 2-0.
2-0. So it's only me left then now, right? It's all me. I go with Robert Hall here. He goes with my magical 3-1. You know, that's Mick's magic number. I said 3-1 before, and I say 3-1 now again. I think that with the crowd being backed, the buzz, I think that Rashford is going to fire. I see Martial scoring. Maybe a goal from Bruno. I don't know. As long as we bag it in, but I don't see a clean sheet. I'm going to stick to 3-1, right? So I'm Mr. Positive. Sorry? Well, it depends on. I mean, I see Jesse Lingard punishing us with one goal, just to stick it up, right?
But I just mean because of our centre defence that we can't see.
Yeah.
If it's Verona Martinez, we'd say 2-0.
Yeah. No, I see a Jesse. I see Jesse Lingard scoring the goal.
If Casillero starts at centre back again, you really think Jesse Lingard's going to take Casillero out there? He would take him out for dinner afterwards. That's it, you know.
I just don't want us to go in and not be on point because we just won. I don't want us to go in relaxed. That's one of the big fear is that we're going to go in. It's Knox Forest. We've got to remember that we have got players from us there. So there's a little bit of intel there, and they've got nothing to lose. So if they come in with fire, we need to make sure we're on point. And
nah, we fight fire with fire, guys. Come on.
I haven't always seen fire in the first half. And if the subs aren't on point, I love tag to bits, but if the subs aren't on point and we go in the first half lazy, we'll get punished.
Guys.
I question the intel because Henderson's not been there since Ten Hag.
No, but he's not playing tomorrow, Hendo.
No.
Lingard. No, but I mean, none of them have any intel because they've not worked under that manager. So
True.
It does.
Anyway.
Slow it down a bit.
I want to hear what Dan Corfield has to say. He was supposed to be on the stream today, but he couldn't. He was working, but he was kind enough to send us a lovely message. Here we go, Dan.
Hello, everybody. It's Dan from SheDevils TV, and I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Sorry I can't be there today on the live stream, but I hope you all have an amazing stream. My score predictions for the United and Nottingham Forest game, I'm going to go for... I've not really thought about it. I'm going to say 2-1 United. I feel like that Nottingham Forest is going to be up for it. I feel like Jesse Lingard's going to have an absolute blinder. But that's just my opinion. And also for my New Year's resolution, for my for what I want for United to happen in 2023, I hope that United get top 4 I hope we also win a trophy, and I also hope that Erik ten Hag is also backed. When these new owners come in, no doubt the fear is that the new owners want their own man. But as we all know, Erik ten Hag is our manager. He's the fans' manager. If it wasn't for the fans, we would have had Pochettino right now. But if it wasn't for us, Ten Hag wouldn't be our manager today. So remember that. Remember that Erik ten Hag is our manager. So I just wish him all the best, and I feel that's why he's so loved by a majority of the United fan base. But anyway, thank you. Merry Christmas. I wish I was there, but unfortunately I'm working. But yeah, Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
Oh. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. That was 9 out of 10 other comments for me. 2-1, and all about Erik ten Hag. And I gave him a little bit green and gold border on his video because he spoke about the owners. I don't want to really dive in much to it, but we're expecting the club to be sold. It's green and gold. And just chill and relax, people. That's it.
No, Mick, I'm gutted you didn't get me on your little blazer out thing, man, because that would have been fire.
Yeah. I've said my bit in my documentary as well, so it's you know, I know we're getting sold, so it's just a matter of time. It's been 18 years, 17 years of misery, so we are due to go places. We need a little bit pampering, new owner, fix a little bit of a stadium, pump in some money, and give Erik ten Hag his targets. So New Year's coming around the corner, people. I'm sure we're running way out of the time. I want to do something.
Oh my God, we've been on for an hour.
I don't know, but some people have ADHD, you know, and some people don't watch it. Some people will. Oh, hang on. I gotta go with Mr. Positive here. I missed something that I want to share with Ayush.
There's Ayush, 9-0.
Ayush, there you are. I missed you. 9-0. 9-0. Ayush is one of our legends.
He's really sitting on the fence with that result, isn't he?
Yeah.
Big up. We'll see you tomorrow.
That'd be amazing if he's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine
We'll all be back in going, oh my God, he was right.
Ayush does it every bleeding stream. He comes out with a 9-0 or a 12-0 or something, man.
Got to be right at some point.
Yeah. All right. I want to finish off this positive Boxing Day. I know it's boring football today. We're not playing. I don't know any results out there that's interesting.
I thought Brentford was good.
Yeah.
Brentford Spurs.
I didn't watch anything.
I was gutted that Spurs came back.
Yeah, me too.
So was I.
I was gutted.
At least it's still 2 points lost, though.
True.
So we'll take it.
All right. Ayush again. 4 goals for the...
I had to read that twice then. I'd love him to just run out and score all the goals and it'd be like, this is how you do it, guys.
Oh, listen, it's been a cracking Boxing Day. I've been around doing bits and bobs. I'm actually dog sitting at the neighbor's dog here in Thailand. It's a little cute Yorkshire Terrier. Not really having time to watch football. I've been prepping the scenes, making sure everyone is right. Was a little bit nervous about it, so we went over the time. But I want to do this because it's Boxing Day, and then we should have some fun before we leave. Are you ready to rumble? It's HeDevils versus SheDevils.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Right. Can you see me? Right. I'm doing this No United. So we're going to play in teams, right? So it's SheDevils versus HeDevils. We're not going to go everyone like individual because we don't have time. So we're going to play in teams. Okay. So we're going to pick, you know, you can go United quiz about Ericsson. You think about Tyre Malacia, what you know about Sandra Martinez, or Vintage United, George Best, or even test your skills around Martial, or Bruno Fernandes, David De Gea, or Varane, or Anthony, or anything. Ladies.
Like last time, I took whatever you picked and I won, so.
Right. What should I pick for you, ladies? Which one do you choose?
Oh, God. What do we think, ladies?
Ooh.
I know United, not players.
Vintage, George Best.
Oh, good God,
Marsh.
no.
No, I
Bruno?
don't think I could do a George Best one.
I won George Best last time, so do that again, please.
No, we're not doing that if you won.
No,
We
no,
wanna
we're not
win.
cheating there now.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened, but you started coming through my television, which made me jump out of my skin. So I'm back now. I was like, what?
Okay.
Okay,
Who wants to
let-
do Bruno?
Just, yeah, whatever.
Okay, I'll pick your. How well do you know Bruno, right?
Not very well. I just
Well,
know he
I
plays
know
for
a lot.
United
I know a bit of it from he played at Sporting. So if that's gonna be any questions as well, I don't know.
I don't know the questions. I'm not telling you. All right. Now pick a team. Pick something. De Gea, Anthony, or anything. A mix. You know.
Mick, should it not be the same quiz for all the SheDevils and HeDevils without revealing the answers until both have been answered?
True. We will see how that goes. Boys, what do you pick? Pat, what do you feel comfortable? George Best.
I'm easy, lads. I'll stick with Martinez since he's my favourite.
Martinez, yes. Let's go with Martinez. All right, toss a coin, ladies. What are you picking?
We may
You
as
haven't-
well do the same, I suppose.
Yeah,
It's-
we'll just go for it. Let's just go for it.
Because, you know,
Let's do it.
it's
Okay,
a bit
same.
fun.
So what? We're gonna go for the same, okay? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No cheating. No cheating. I can hear somebody's typing.
too
Okay,
late.
let's go with Martinez. So this is what we're gonna do. There. This is the game's rules, right? People in the comment also write in what your answers are, and we will compare, right? But at the end of the day, somebody note down because I don't have a piece of paper. So each team's gonna answer the question, right? Okay, let's go. Okay, challenge a friend. Okay. All right, let's go. No, I know. What? I didn't even start.
You've already been doing it, haven't you? You've already cheated.
Cheating.
Ah,
Cheating.
no, I didn't even start. Oh,
How many blokes are here compared to women? One, two.
ah, it didn't work. There you go. Let's do just one. Let's do Tyre and Melitta, or should we do just?
I've got a Manchester United quiz book.
Let's do Bruno. Ah,
What's going on? Oh, no.
what's going on here? Why is he not doing? It's not letting me do. Oh, it's broken.
Just ask us a question and we'll try and answer it.
Yeah, let's just ask us the ultimate question.
What's Martinez's favourite food?
Oh, here we go.
Favourite food? Pat, do you stalk Martinez?
No, we're only joking.
There's no. It's a quiz.
I was
Oh,
going to say
guys.
pizza. I'm going with pizza.
My duck's getting cooked without it being in the bleeding oven at this rate. Getting that warm.
Shall I ask you all a question?
Sure.
Oh, here we go. Start the quiz.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
there's-
Which sport did Melitta enjoy as a child? Athletics, kickboxing, tennis.
Tennis.
Athletics.
Yeah, tennis.
Athletics? Okay, guys. There's only one we can.
Oh,
Okay,
oh.
who choose? Oh, we play together then. Okay, guys, we play all together.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah, okay, let's play as a team. Tennis, kickboxing, athletics.
I'm
I
going
think
with
it's going to be
athletics.
randomly tennis.
I said tennis.
It's aggressive,
Yeah.
it's kickboxing.
Okay.
Okay, tennis, kickboxing, what are we choosing? Athletics.
What's the question? Because my computer froze again.
Which other sport did Tyrell Melitta enjoy as a child? Athletics,
Tennis.
kickboxing, tennis. Okay.
Yeah, tennis. I'll try tennis.
Cristiano maybe just try to win a free kick there. The referee wasn't having it.
Here's Barnes for Leicester, up against Diallo. Takes it on his left, and Diallo recovers well as Barnes looked to put the cross in. He slid in with a really important slide challenge, and look at the reaction from Diogo Dalot. Bumping chest with Martinez, high fives all around. We didn't see that last season from Manchester United. Pride in that defensive work.
So,
Cristiano maybe just try to win a free kick there. The referee wasn't having it.
Here's Barnes for Leicester, up against Diallo. Takes it on his left, and Diallo recovers well as Barnes looked to put the cross in. He slid in with a really important slide challenge. And
So the question is here, which of these defenders has made the most tackle this season? Diego Dalot, Rafael Varane, Lisandro Martinez, Tyrell Malacia.
I'd say Martinez.
Okay, I'll go with you guys.
You all
then.
agree?
Yeah.
You agree?
Yes.
Martinez. Okay. What was the aggregate score when we played Real Sociedad in 2021 Europa League round of 32? 4-0, 5-1, or 6-2?
In what year?
6-2.
6-2.
6-2.
6-2.
6-2.
21.
Which former Manchester City man currently plays for our next opponent's Real Sociedad? Nicolas Otamendi, David Silva, Ferran Torres.
David Silva.
Silver.
Da-da-da-da. United Women start a new Wait a minute. United Women start a new WSL season on Saturday. In which position did we finish 21-22? Second, fourth, sixth? Mais, you should know this one, right?
Second.
Come on, Mais. I've seen you do a lot of women's. Yeah, Chen. I wouldn't have a clue about this one. Just pick one.
Second. Should we go
Where did the women's team finish? Second, yeah.
I'm going 4. What
Yeah.
about you, Pat? 4.
I thought it was 4 because I'm trying to count
Go for that then. Yeah.
the
I don't watch
teams.
the women's, so.
We're against each other, Beza.
All right. Which is your answer then?
Fourth.
Fourth. Let's go. Ooh, no.
Which ones did we get right?
I'm so curious if it was Martinez. That's the only one I want to know.
Oh, I'm sorry. We were 2 out of 4. Even combined heads together, man. Seriously.
Stupid quiz.
Well, shit, what can we
quiz.
say?
Stupid quiz.
Can I
But listen.
research on the channel about George Best and Let's Talk Football. Just watch my quiz. I won it. It's fine.
He won it. He had 5 out of 5. You blitzed it, mate.
4 out of
Listen,
I'm going to start reading up on George Best in my little book now. I'll challenge you
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah. Listen, guys, we had a little bit of a technical issue. He didn't let us to do the quizzes. The original idea was to, each team had we compared the score. Well, next time we can do it. It was a trial and error, wasn't it? But it was fun. It's a Boxing Day. So listen, I think we're kind of running out of time. We are almost getting to 1 minute and 30 minutes. Thank you guys for coming on. Just go around the corner where they can find you. I actually put all the your credentials in the video description, but I start with Nick. Where can they find you, Nick?
You can find me on Twitter at ManUNick, and that's you as in YOU. My other account got suspended.
Oh no! Why? You tweeted you were so angry.
I happened to call a friend who commented that he was a slut. I just said he was the sluttiest slut, and then I just got permanently banned. So.
I've seen so much worse. That's not fair.
I know.
And I got suspended because I commented on, was it Avram Glazer's having a free kebab at Formula 1 in Bahrain? And I said, well, I hope you choke on that free kebab. I was suspended.
Yours was way worse than mine.
Yeah, but man, come on. Free kebab,
Algorithms cannot read context, and that's the problem with it.
Always glazes out. All right. Now, James, let's talk football.
At talk_football.
And you'll be seeing on this channel sometimes as well. Yeah, very. Our opinions sometimes don't agree, but that's what we call football. Pat Lawless, we appear on certain streams together the other day, and I hope to see you more as a collaboration.
Yeah, that's what you call talk football.
Man United agenda.
Thanks very much, Mick, for all your hard work for putting this together on Boxing Day. So, thank you. Really appreciate it. You'll find me on the Man United agenda, as Mick has just said, and you get me on Twitter on Pat Lawless TMUA.
Yeah. And also Solar there is contributing. Fred in. Sol is also part of Man United agenda, so I'm looking forward to be on the match review action. I think it was the other day. I mean, in upcoming days, it's going to be late, but when it comes to United games and being 7 hours plus ahead, it don't matter. I still going to watch it. Callula, how about you?
So you can find me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and it's Callula, spelt like that, and then it's just 5555, so 4 5s.
You get the fairies from me. Anyway, if you didn't get that, yeah, everything is in the description as well. Same with Mais. Macy.
Yep, thank you for having me on. I've enjoyed it and getting to know new people as well. My YouTube channel is Devils United, as well as Manchester United content. I also do it for women's football as well. So just doing some vlogs on there, previews, just getting some more awareness of the of our women's team. So you can catch me through there. My Twitter's at 2_ MUFC Mais as well.
Big up. I think the women's team needs some more attention as well. It's a league that is kind of growing. It was something that I was thinking about, and I was kind of surprised because I thought you knew which position they finished last season. It's like I was banking you. Thanks, Mace.
Can I just say as well, follow these girls because they know the stuff.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
100%. Listen,
Women don't know anything about football. It's not a problem.
it's at the end of the day, it's what we discussed on Man United agenda. It's building a community where everyone can be somebody. Realist TV was founded because of a fight the prejudice, the the elitism that doesn't exist. Because no matter where you are in the world, we are look ourselves in the mirror. We wear a Manchester United shirt. No matter how big and small account, you're always welcome to our community. Have your say, engage, send chats, send Twitter messages, DMs. I tend to always respond, but guys, thank you so much, and looking forward to have you on once again. I'm looking forward to be on your show as well, Pat, and everyone else, and just enjoy the rest of the evening, guys. Thank you so much for being on.
Are we having a watch along as well for the Nottingham game, mate?
You know me, I don't do watch-alongs, but I give the controls to you, mate, because I cannot stand it.
Are we setting one up? 'Cause we need to
Yes, sir. I will set one up as well.
Watch along on Tuesday for the Nottingham game as well.
For me, I'm ADHD. I gotta watch the game. I cannot listen to this. Like, I get too excited and I get nervous because sometimes you're 30. You have super stream, so you are like 30 seconds, 45 seconds before me, and you got a goal, and it's like, you bastard! Like you ruined the moment.
Also, YouTube is 30 seconds behind as well as it's actually playing out, so it does balance.
Yeah.
But if you
And
want
also
to do it
on
there, we'll do it.
Yeah, Wednesday I also do it. Everything's resuming back. The transfer window is resuming back. I'll be getting some updates, and on Wednesday I'm doing a transfer show with David Lavelle as well, football agent, with the latest updates around the ins and outs, and it's going to be interesting because he told me there's some really firecrackers, so I'm looking forward to that. Until then, people, like and subscribe. Please share this video. Stay beautiful. Hug each other in the traffic. If you're driving too aggressive, stop. Give each other a hug. Don't be too mad. Guys, thank you. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, beautiful people. Bye for now.
Bye.
Oi. Thank you for watching MUFC Realist TV and this episode. Listen, if you really like what you're seeing, please continue watching other content that we provide, because it's unique content providing by a fan for the fan, allowing you to be real red for real with real opinions, because at the end of the day, we are MUFC Realist TV. Even better, if you want to join our community, make us better, play for the team, hit that join button. Together, we will grow and make it better. Thank you for watching, and by the way, support the team for fuck's sake, because that's what we do here. Cheers!